it's Emily and this is my November TBR video. So October has been really good for my reading. I have gotten out of this really slump that I was in September and managed to read quite a few books. So because I read so much last month, I did complete all my TBR challenges, which means I don't need to pick anything out of my punishment tin this month. So yeah, we can just jump straight on in to the TBR. So if you're new around here, my TBR game kind of is like Snakes and Ladders, but it's called Serpents and Stairways, just to make it sound more interesting. And I roll I roll 5 times throughout the month. There's 6 snakes and 6 ladders. So with that, let's jump on in to my first roll. 2. So 1, 2, up we go to flip a coin, or TBR jar, because it's a ladder I can pick. So as you just saw, roll number 1 was a ladder and it gave me a TBR jar, which is also my punishment tin, and flip a coin. So what happens with a ladder is, because ladders are good and you get higher up the board, I get to choose between those prompts, so I don't have to do both of them. I can choose which one I want to go for. For this I have decided to go for flip a coin, just because I have a couple of books, well, quite a few books I do want to read this month, and I'd like as much free choice as possible because I have no idea what could be in that tin. There's about 300 books in there. I just wanted to have a bit more control. So I've got a pound coin here that we're going to flip, and the 2 books that I'm going to flip between are the Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch. I have a Christmasaurus vlog coming out this month that I need to read them all for. There's 4 of them, so that's why I'm choosing between these 2. So what should we go for? Should we go heads, Christmasaurus, tails, Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch? Let's do that. So yes, heads, Christmasaurus. Cool. I'm not very good at flipping coins, so okay. So I don't know if you can tell, but that is a head. So we are putting the Christmasaurus as my first book on my TBR. So the Christmasaurus is the only one in the series that I have read before. I listened to the musical audiobook, which I will probably do again because I love Tom Fletcher's musical audiobooks. I listened to The Creakers in October and it was so good, got 5 stars again. So I'm definitely going to do that again for this one. Yeah, I just want to jump right on in. It's about a boy called William. I don't know why I shortened it to Will, and his Christmasaurus friend, and they go on little adventures. So yeah, that's the first book on my November TBR. I know you said December then. So on to roll number 2. Roll number 2 is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. BookTube recommends. As you just saw, roll number 2 gave me BookTube recommends, and for this prompt it's a book that I've seen all over BookTube, or one of my BookTube friends highly recommends them. So for this I have decided to go for Carrie Soto Is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. But Chloe gifted this to me for my birthday this year, after she read it in Turkey when we were in Turkey together. She absolutely loved it and got it for me for my birthday. So yes, I'm definitely going to pick this up. Chloe has raved about it. It's been all over BookTube as well, so this fit perfectly. Plus I had reserved the audiobook for this from my library app from BorrowBox, and it finally comes in November. I reserved it I think in summer and it finally comes in and is available for me to listen to, so I can't wait to jump into this. I read Malibu Rising last month, which I wanted to read before reading this one, just because I don't know, just because I wanted to. So I'm excited to read Taylor Jenkins Reid's newest release. I've read, this will be my 4th one. I haven't read much of her backlist. I've read 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Daisy Jones and the Six, and now Malibu Rising. So this will be, yeah, the 4th one. And it's interesting because Carrie Soto's character is quite fresh in my mind from the Malibu Rising book, and she wasn't the most likeable character in that book. So I'm interested to see how she's portrayed in this when the whole book is about her. I'm sure everyone knows what this is about. Carrie Soto retired from tennis. She was like the most famous tennis player. Someone is now about to break her record, so she comes out of retirement, I believe, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that. So yeah, that's Carrie Soto Is Back. And now on to roll number 3. Roll number 3 is a 2. So 1, 2, a horror. So as you just saw, roll number 3, it gave me horror, which is exactly what I'm in the mood for at the minute, and for that I decided to pick You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Bayron. I've never read a book from her before, but it's a nice short horror one. So I picked this up in my Magical Hopathon reading vlog, which was the last video I uploaded, I think. So yeah, I'm excited to get to it, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. I know a couple of people have said it was like their favourite book of the month, so yeah, I'm excited for some like slashery horror. This is exactly what I'm in the mood for at the minute. I'm definitely on a horror kick, so I'm so glad I could fit this onto my TBR, and it's a book that I've hauled this year and can clear off my TBR like straight away. So that's this one. I don't even know what this is about. Some sort of camp, yeah, summer camp. But yeah, I guess I'll find out. I'm sure everyone knows, lots of people know about it. But yeah, that was my third roll. So with that, let's already jump into roll number 4. Roll number 4. 1. Thriller mystery. So roll number 4 gave me a mystery thriller, and for that I've picked a book which I don't think I've seen anyone talk about ever on the internet. It's a middle grade. It's a middle grade mystery. It's called The Secret Detectives. Like, look at the, I don't know if you can see in the light the foiling. It's beautiful. But yeah, by Ella Risbridger, and I picked this up, I think it was on like buy and get on half price table in the like middle grade section of Waterstones, and I really like the sound of this. It's kind of like a murder mystery. These kind of kids see someone was thrown overboard from this boat in the middle of the night. They go to the ship's captain and they're like, nobody's missing, nothing's gone wrong. Like, so now they have to find out A, who has fallen overboard, and B, who pushed them. So kind of multiple mysteries, but yeah, it was beautiful cover, and so I picked it up, and it's been sat on my shelf ever since. It's another middle grade, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through, so that's why I've picked it for this month, because I have quite a few books to get through. So with that, let's jump on in to the final roll number 5. Finally, roll number 5. 1. Oh no. Series and a middle, that works actually really well, so combining series and middle grade / YA. So as you just saw, roll number 5 gave me a snake, which means that I have to find a book that is both a middle grade and YA, or YA and a series, which actually conveniently works really well for this month. So for this, I've decided to pick the second Christmasaurus book, The Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch by Tom Fletcher. I have no idea what this is about. I assume it follows on from the first Christmasaurus book, with the Winter Witch, I assume, is the bad guy in this book. But yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into this series. I do love Tom Fletcher's writing, and I can't believe I haven't read these yet. That's what I'm picking for my snake. So that worked out really well for me for once. So there are a couple other books that I'm going to talk about very briefly that I do want to get to this month as well. I'll go through the very obvious ones first. So the first one is The Christmasaurus and the Naughty List. I still need to take off the signed copy sticker, but yeah, so this is the third book in the Christmasaurus series. So yeah, definitely want to get to this one early on in the month. And then finally, the fourth Christmasaurus book, which is A Christmasaurus Carol. I'm very excited to read this one. This one I know a bit more about. It's about Scrooge coming out of A Christmas Carol, and the team, the Christmasaurus gang, have to stop him from humbugging Christmas. So that is the fourth Christmasaurus book that I will be reading for my Christmasaurus reading vlog. And then the last book that I'm going to mention quickly is Agatha Christie by Lucy Worsley. The dust jacket I've put back on the shelf down there, on my Agatha Christie shelf. But I have started this towards the end of October. There's no way I'm going to finish it. I'm really reading it slowly. Over the last few days I've only read 68 pages, but I don't know if you can tell, like, intensely annotating it. There's so much that I'm learning, but also so much I already know from watching Lucy's documentary on Agatha Christie. But yeah, over the course of the month I'm going to continue reading this. It's just a fun, I'm loving reading it, and if you didn't know, Agatha Christie is like my favourite author, so hence my Agatha Christie bookcase. But yeah, I can't wait to carry on reading this throughout the month. So if I quickly try and hold up this stack, oh god, it's actually quite heavy. There's a few hardbacks in there. Yes, 8 books, there we go, that I will be hopefully reading in November. There's quite a few middle grades in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 middle grades. Yeah, 5 middle grades, 1 YA, 1 adult, 1 non-fiction. So I think that's quite a big mix. We'll go with that. So that brings me to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new around here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.